Hey, I just thought I would make a video going into the Bondo series about mistakes that I have made with Bondo, and I have pictures and videos that you can see, so that you know, hey, this is what it's not supposed to look like. This is what it is supposed to look like. But it'll be a lot easier when I make the videos when I'm actually out there doing it. But this is just a story, so that maybe it will help you if you are going to Bondo before me. So I I'm gonna go out there in Bondo, and I was just using paper plates and paper bowls, put my Bondo in there, and I used a lot. I kept spooning like, man, I'm gonna cover the whole ears. I'm gonna cover all this in one go, and I'm gonna slap it all on there, and I'm gonna lay it really thick so it ain't got none of the foam showing through. It's gonna just do one coat, bam, we'll sand it, cause it'll be no problem. I had never worked with Bondo before. Uh, I only thought you used like a little speck of hardening, like a little. So I must have took 1/3 of the can out, emptied it into a bowl, and I must have put a dot of hardener. Cause I read, use a little bit, but I ain't really thoroughly. Like a doofus, I jumped in, assumed I knew what I was doing. I mixed it up. It didn't change colors. It's supposed to change like a shade of pinkishness, all to one color, like dark pinkish looking. Mine stayed gray. Mine stayed like gray, like duct tape. I stirred it up. I slapped it on there. I laid it on thick. Got pictures for you. And it's gray, all slimy and just like gray peanut butters everywhere. I was happy with it. Said it's gonna dry. I threw it in a big tote. Brought it inside. Stunk the whole house up. 24 hours. I went, opened it. It was still goop. I was like, crap. Maybe it takes a couple days to harden. Being a dork, I didn't even think to read, go check up on Bondo. I just read the instructions real quick. Okay. Um, 2 days passed. Still goop. Something's wrong. So I then said, you know what? I ain't had enough hardener. So I put hardener, squeezed it all on the outside of the ears, and just wipe it on my finger. Just maybe it'll soak in. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. It just messes your helmet up even more. Because at that point, you can't scrape the Bondo off. It's so ingrained in the foam and in the cracks and stuff. It's just, and so after all that, cutting all my ears out, working on my ears for so long, sanding them and all that, then I'm gonna go put the Bondo on them. After 3 days, I realized I gotta throw my ears away because it was like eating the ears away and everything. So I had to rip the ears off, and all kind of Bondo was all stuck on the helmet. I had to wipe it all down, and hot glue was stuck everywhere. And needless to say, moral of the story: don't use a lot of Bondo at first. Always use like maybe one scoop, put a little hardener in, do what you want to do. That way you're not wasting Bondo, and then that way it's gonna harden. Because if you're using Bondo without a hardening, that's defeating the whole purpose. Like I said, really obvious outcome I'm trying to get the point across to. But just so you know, like if you think you messed up, I messed up like really bad. So uh, I do another story. I try to take up too much time. Even just recently, I try to use Bondo to fill, for instance, to fill like little gaps. Like if you see, the edges are kind of rugged, so I thought, hey, I'll Bondo that, and it'll be super smooth and it'll flow into the material, and which it didn't. It was too. What's the word for that? It's too industrial strength, maybe. It just didn't. It wasn't a gap filler. It was like a big. If you want to Bondo something, you're looking to make it flow. But I would say Bondo is definitely not for minuscule details like something like this. Um, and if you put too much hardener in Bondo, it'll turn like almost like a red color, and it'll harden within a matter of 60 seconds. So you have like no time to work with it, and it's just gonna be ultimately more frustrating, and you're gonna waste Bondo. So those are some of my tips. Um, Another thing, like if you're trying to Bondo all over this or over this, it does not go good with EVA foam, interlocking floor foam, whatever you want to call it. It also does not do good Bondoing over poster board. I use it to fill in some big gaps. Like I learned, like the simple tip is just make it meet. Don't Bondo over something. Don't Bondo from the helmet over to the foam. I mean, over to the poster board. Simply just Bondo, make Bondo be the mediator. Make it meet. Then sand it so it flows. Took me a long time to understand that, but and that is my experiences with Bondo. Uh, my advice would be go look at people who use it for body work on cars, and take what they do, and just get a good grasp of it, and then use it for yours. But I hope my failures will help you and save you time and save you heartache. So thank you for watching.